So, do I have a tendency of overthinking a bit at times? Well, duh. Heck, that's my number one trait. And that kind of thing can get you into trouble a lot because you can wind up spending an awful lot of time worried about all the things that could go wrong than actually doing it itself. I know I've done that. But I have been going through therapy the last few months. And a big part of therapy very often is going back and thinking about things you'd prefer not to. And you do manage to dredge up a lot of stuff, that's for sure. But it's not just the bad things that have happened in our past that can throw a monkey wrench into a lot of our current and future plans. Sometimes the coping mechanisms that we come up with to deal with the problems that we've had in the past are also a detriment to our present and our future. Those coping mechanisms can become bad opinions or thoughts of ourselves, bad behaviors, or even addictions. But we can also sabotage ourselves by trying to bury the bad things that happen to us with good things. And although it's a good thing to do good things in your life, it won't help you to heal. I saw a video this morning on YouTube by a gentleman who was talking about healing from past trauma. And the way that he put it was trying to overcome your trauma by filling your life with good things and distractions like that is very much like having a broken leg and trying to heal it by doing bench presses. Sure, you get stronger in one place, but you still have a broken leg. And I feel like that's the reason why a lot of people work so hard to accomplish something, and then when they get to it and actually accomplish it, it doesn't hold the joy that they thought it would. Because if you want to overcome pain, you have to heal. And if you're going to heal, you have to face that thing that hurt you. And that can be really hard because those were the times in your life where you felt the most helpless, the most powerless, the most unable to change your situation. And there's nothing worse than unwrapping the bandage just to find that that wound has festered and actually gotten worse. But that's what counseling and therapy is for. It's to unwrap a lot of the stuff in your life, things that you thought you'd forgotten and realized, no, they were always on the tip of your mind the whole time. And well, they've gotten worse and they've made your life worse. But now you got to face it. And I certainly haven't enjoyed that, that's for sure. Because facing the terrible thing that happened to you, all the terrible things that happened to you, and then the terrible things you did to cope with it, and often also the terrible things you did to other people because of the terrible things that you did to cope with the terrible thing that happened to you. It becomes a terrible, terrible chain. They say the first step in solving any problem is admitting that there is one. And as someone who masks as much as I do, I mask a lot of problems. But that's why I talk to a therapist. That's why I work to make myself better. That's why I'm willing to face the problems that I've gone through and try to come up with better solutions than I have in the past. And I suppose that's also why I spend a lot of these Vlogtober vlogs sitting in my car, talking to the camera, being all philosophical. And if I do manage to accomplish anything in these vlogs, I hope that one thing that I say in this month, if only one thing, gives you something to think about.